What's good YouTube? Target here and welcome to another episode of City of Garden scenario. In the last episode we have built this residential block in here, and today we're going to continue expanding this layout and provide an additional block for office buildings. So let's just start working on that. Okay, so for that I will need to expand our existing layout, and I think I want to grab a road and make a road that is perpendicular to this road. So on the last episode I have mentioned that I want this part of the layout to be perpendicular to this road in here, and also this part to be perpendicular to this road. So I think we can start making a split right about, I don't know, maybe here, and we'll connect it like so over here. And we can make it so that this block is still perpendicular to this main avenue, but this block and also this block in here will already follow the new layout that will be following this direction. So I think that will be a nice split. Let's just keep working on the layout. We need to pretty much continue everything. And I don't know what's happening with our bus routes, but hopefully nothing will get destroyed. That's good, yeah. And maybe let's make an additional... maybe I'll reserve this spot for a unique building. I think it will look very nice. And now we can start making a split. So let's go at about this location and keep going through here, and now we can start making some breaks. Okay, we can now delete that segment of road and maybe these segments of road as well. We probably can connect this road to about here, to that avenue. Let's delete this and maybe make a road that connects everything to about here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Maybe we can make some modifications so that it doesn't look as boring as it is looking right now. But we can also... I'm not gonna make any road splitting this entire rectangular, but we can make a pathway, before we forget, that connects to here. Okay, we can even make it better by going over here and deleting the ones in the middle. Okay, that's even better. Perfect. And yeah, we can now start making some offices, or placing some offices. And I know that I will want this area to be filled with offices, so but I will need to share this area with commercial, so I need to think where am I going to zone the offices exactly. Oh, I actually totally forgot about something, which is this highway connection. I need to plan that out before zoning anything in here. So I know that I will want this highway to connect to this avenue, or this soon to be highway, because it's still a normal two-way road. And I think I will also want to make an early connection to this road over here. So what I think I'm gonna do is turn all of this into a elevated highway. So let me just plan this out. I will want it to come in here. Okay, now we can delete this now that we have the guidelines, and expand to about here. That's perfect. And here as well. Let's just fix the direction. Upgrade this as well. Good. And we can now start going down. Let's go down smoothly at about 3 blocks, I believe. And come here. 1, 2, 3 again, and connect back. Okay, that's a very smooth slope, I like it. I think we can even make these roads closer to each other, because they are very spread apart and I don't like it, so I think we can rework that. So let's do that right away. Maybe if I start by making some guidelines. Okay, so another road here and another one in here. And we now have one block in between. That's good. That's good enough for me. And let's just keep going. We can now delete this road. Good. And hopefully everything will be fine. Except that it's not, because the game does not let me to place a road there as usual. So we can now bring it in here, and I think it's now much closer, but we can even go closer, I believe. Let's see, if I have a highway that is here and another one that is extremely close to it, will I be able to upgrade it to a two-way highway? No, I will not, so we need that one block gap in the middle. So we'll pretty much have to settle with this gigantic one block gap in between the highways. That will be fine. Well, let me just try to replicate this connection, and I think it will be... yeah, it's over here. Good. And we can now adjust everything back again. Alright, good. And now, as I mentioned before, I will want this highway to connect to one of these roads, probably this one. So what I'll do is pretty much just continue this road at about here. I need to delete this. And let's just keep going. And let me rebuild this highway, or this soon-to-be highway. And now we need to make a small roundabout that will connect this highway to this main road. So I think I will need some room, and for that I will have to delete this connection, unfortunately. And we can now make a roundabout that will come. Let's just check this out in here. And also I need to delete this again in here. Good. Once again, let's rebuild it. And I think I'll make a somewhat big roundabout. Maybe let's just go by 5 units on each side. And here, good. And we can now just connect it. This is 4 units. So let's just make sure everything fits okay. And yes, I know guys, I really enjoy doing oval roundabouts. I really like the way they look, and also how efficient they are in spreading traffic. Alright, so now let's just fix the direction of this roundabout, and we can now make some on and off ramps. And let's just set this to the minimum sensitivity, and let's make a ramp that goes on either side and also over here. Okay, perfect. And now we can just connect it, and I think I can go at about let's set a base cost of 1060, shall we? So let's do the same at about everywhere and make a 1060 connection in every corner of the highway. Okay, that's pretty good. And now I think we can upgrade everything to a highway. Perfect, everything seems to be fixed. Now I believe we can make everything much more interesting by upgrading this to a roundabout with trees, And finally, because this will be a high density area, I can upgrade these to some 4-lane roads or 4-lane avenues. And let me just check how I want to do this. I'll just upgrade everything. This area has become pretty awkward in here, but maybe I can continue it and do something what over here, good, and connect it in here, and maybe we can place a unique building in the middle of that. And actually I don't like how this turned out to be. Let me just make a bigger loop. Okay, that's much better. I want to avoid as many intersections near to this roundabout as possible, so I think I'm gonna delete this connection as well and continue with the layout through this direction. And I think I can keep doing the same at about here and delete this extra intersection in the middle. You know what, I think I'm even go further and delete these connections in here, and I'll just make an off-ramp at about here that will lead the residential district to the office district. So let me just make a small ramp. Let's go at about, okay, a cost of 940. And let's try to mimic that on this side. 940, yes, and we can now pretty much connect this in here, and we can delete this road. Alright, now that you got that out of the way, we can work on this off point as well. So I think I'm gonna make a small road in here. Let me just delete this and make them come, okay, not down yet, but let me extend them to over here. Now let me go down. Let's check this out. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. And we need to make a roundabout in here. So let me see what is the exact or a good way for us to do that. Let me try doing this. Okay. Yeah, that's working out very well. It's not a super straight roundabout, but I believe that will be okay. That will work fine. Now let me just delete that in the middle. And if I delete this, can I make a connection in between both these roads? I don't think I can, but what we can do is actually make connection in here. Let's make another one there. Okay, and turn this into a one-way road so that cars have to travel this. We can make this into a normal get-off point, and this one as well. And this one will be a get out of the city point as well. So let me just check out this layout. Okay, so this is 320 in here. Let's just modify that, and yeah, I think that will be fine. Now I just need to make a symmetrical road, just like how we have it in here. So let me try it out. I think it was placed in this location. Yeah, that's pretty good. And the cost is 940. Yeah, I remember that. Let's go 940 downwards, and all the rows will pretty much have to connect to this one. So let me just delete that again. Connect it there and connect it there. So let's turn these into entering points and these into off points. And I don't know, guys, we'll just have to see how this connection will work out. Let me just beautify everything by turning this into roads with trees again. And maybe these ones. Yeah, we can upgrade these ones as well. I think that will look fine. Okay, now that we have worked on the off points, we can now resume the simulation. And I think we can expand the layout. So let me just grab the road tool. And we can now start expanding the layout all the way over to the right side of this bay or this new coastal area. Okay, that's pretty good. And now I need to find a way to connect these roads to this avenue over here. Okay, that's a pretty decent layout. So let's just expand this road to about over here. That's good. So what I think I'm gonna need is also additional connections between this part of the district and this part of the district, because the only one that we have is this avenue and also this mega avenue in here that I do not want people to use to travel from one place to the other. This avenue will be pretty much just to get on the highway. So I think I can make another connection between both buildings by making a tunnel. So let's try this out. Let me come back up at about here with a cost of 28.80, and let's try to mimic the same on the other side. And 28.80, that's it. And now we can just connect this, and I think I'll make another tunnel over there in the future. But for now that will work out very good. And actually I think I've made this wrong. This tunnel should be over here, so that there's no intersection with the bridge. I think it will look much better if we do that, so let me just rebuild this to the way it was, and I'm gonna do the same on this side. Alright, that turned out pretty good, and you know what, I think I'm gonna mimic the same layout on this side as well. So let me just delete these connections in here, and let's just do that. So I will have to come at about here, come up at about this angle. That seems right, and let's just do the same on this side as well. And we can now make a connection to this district, except that we can't make a smooth connection for some reason. So let's just keep going straight, and hopefully we can connect this. Yes, we can connect this over there as well, and we can connect this over here. Good, yeah, that's pretty much great. So let's just keep expanding this layout. Let me continue this over here, and I think this is about right, and this also is about right, and this will pretty much continue at about over here in the future, but now I'm not gonna touch that because this highway is temporary. So let's just move on to this part of the district. I will want to continue the avenue at about here, but not this one. This one. There we go. Maybe we can connect this mega avenue that we have in here to this other avenue, and maybe we can do it as such, and maybe make a small curve that will connect to this avenue in here. And yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. And with this we now have the foundation to finish up our layout. So I'm gonna do that, and I will meet you in a couple of seconds. Alright guys, so there we have it. I've just finished the road layout. I don't think there's a need for me to explain in much depth what I've done. It's just a regular grid layout. I will just mention that the tunnels that lead this part of the district to this part of the district, when I get to about this point over here, they go with bridges, or they connect to the other sides with bridges so that they don't intersect with this main road, so that we don't create additional intersection that will create traffic along the way, along the road that will lead to the highway. So yeah, so these are pretty much bypasses, and the only intersection with this road is going to be this road that will lead people to this downtown area and to this area over here. And yeah, I don't know, I think it will be pretty efficient in managing traffic, but we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for today. Yeah, I know, I've said that today we are going to place some office buildings, but unfortunately I did not have the time to do that. But I'll do that on the next episode, don't worry about it. So in the next episode we are just going to take the new layout that we have just built, and we are going to start having some fun and place some buildings in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like, it really helps out my channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the development of this city. And finally, if you want to connect with me on social media, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. That will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun.